Bro,
Oh, who is this?
dude. Oh shit, hold on, let me turn this shit off
Who
real
is
quick.
this?
Bro, this is gonna be my recommendation for the week. It's this song Up by Earth Gang, right? And I don't know if you remember this, when we were at the apartment, I used to bump this fucking song all the time. It's the song, it's in Colors, that music site, the music channel in Colors.
Yeah.
They have filthy content from over the pond, but now that
From over the pond.
yeah, their show's gotten so popular, like now they have like everybody. But Earth Gang is this dope ass fucking rap group.
Oh, hold on. Is it that one black guy?
Yeah,
And the
well,
like two, right?
There's two black guys,
Yeah.
and then they sometimes have a third.
I remember you
that fucks with a lot of
showing
their
me
shit.
him, but the song that you showed me was different.
Yeah. So so the song Up by Earth Gang, the Colors version, because they just came out with a new video, which is why I'm recommending this. They just came out with a new video for this song, and the song is like lackluster on the video.
Yeah.
It's too produced. And this live performance, bro, like let me tell you, whenever I need a pick me up song, whenever I need to just get hyped as fuck, I listen to the song, and I actually downloaded it from YouTube because the only performance they have is in Colors.
Yeah.
But here's why I'm recommending this song specifically. Up Earth Gang's Colors playlist. Colors just came out with a Spotify playlist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so all the shit that they've been recording for years is on Spotify now.
Really?
Yeah, dude. And like some of those performances, like BJ the Chicago Kid has a super fucking dope song on Colors. There's a lot of really cool fucking music in Colors. It's mostly R&B and hip hop.
Yeah.
But if you fuck with R&B and hip hop, or just like European, UK artist, that's the place to listen to some good shit. So that's my number one recommendation for the week.
Oh.
Yeah. By the way, everybody, my name's Isaac, and this is
Rodolfo.
yeah, and this is an unnamed podcast now because sleeper on me again, dude. I want to apologize. The sideshow
Yeah.
is taken by college radio, who is now a podcast.
No.
Yeah, so
Damn.
they've been up since 2003. But when I was originally searching for podcast names and
Damn,
stuff
that's
like
20
that,
years.
that really is.
Shit.
And honestly, you know, like that sideshow podcast is not bad if you like metal, which I like metal. They got really good music suggestions and shit like that. So
Well, no, almost 20 years. My bad. That's like
yeah.
17, 18 years.
yeah. Hey, nobody's gonna hate on you, bro.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, man. So we gotta come up with a new podcast name.
If you guys have any
Yeah,
recommendations.
you guys send us some fucking recommendations. So the
Shit,
we
give you guys some.
yeah, originally this podcast is about us growing as human beings, but at the same time, you know, we value friendship and being able to stay silly. You know,
Yeah.
like as you grow up, and I'm sure like most of you that are like 28 are dealing with some bullshit about being a fucking adult, and we don't fuck with that. I feel like we're pretty honest and true to our goals and dreams that we've always been, and we haven't succumbed to that social norm where it's like have a house, have a family, and that's what we want to stay true to. And Rodolfo, you
Yeah.
know, you want to become a photographer,
Yes,
and
indeed.
I want to be a storyteller. And my only problem is I don't know what kind of storytelling necessarily I want to do. But go ahead.
We can throw a videographer in there too.
Yeah. Rodolfo, storyteller, videographer. What's your photographer, videographer? What else? That's the realm.
That's pretty much the
Okay.
realm. But I would like, I guess we can say, hella cliche, but adventurer. I like to
Ooh.
dabble. I like to dabble into some stuff. You know
So
what I mean?
how do you spell that? Gay? Oh shit!
That took me a second. I'm like, wait a minute.
a little slow, pato. But yeah, so that's what this podcast is kind of about, you know, and I kind of made this whole fucking thing the I Knew project, and that whole project is about just coming back to your roots, and I feel like when we're young, we are all our roots are kind of like embedded and in the sense in like soil, whatever you want to call your life, and as you grow up, I feel like you become uprooted and put into a system that you may necessarily not want to be part of. And now, I know that's not everybody, but it's most people. You know what I mean? And that's really what it is. It's just getting back to your roots and who you want to be and who you've always wanted to be. And I think that's kind of what we're kind of in search for.
I feel like it's weird because I feel like we live in a generation, or I feel like it's always been like that, but just kind of like growing up and seeing how like some people really do enjoy that, like, you know, get a house.
Yeah, that grind. Get your wife.
Yeah, you know
man.
What I mean? They really enjoy it, and like with like they really do.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to knock on that or anything, like, you know.
No, I'm not.
Props to you. Props to you. You know what I mean? But that's just not for us.
I'm gonna put somebody on blast here in a good way. Homie Eduardo, right? Since we were little kids, bro, one of my best friends, except his wife hates me, so we don't get to spend time together anymore. But that's okay. I got a lot of love for him. But homie has always wanted a family and kids and a fucking house and his own business. What does he have? Family, house, his own business. Is he successful? Fuck yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
He's got like
At
3.
A young age.
Yeah, bro. He's got horses and shit. And I remember when he told me he was having a baby, bro. Like, he changed as a human being, like, from that day on. And he's just been about it. And he's living his dream, you know? So, like, if that's what your thing is, that's cool. But, like, I guess what I'm trying to get back to is following your dreams and your passions, right? Yeah. And at some point, everybody compromises in a way that they don't want to. So, like, if you want a house, if you want that family, like your brother, bro, your brother's hella successful. That motherfucker is like 23. He's got a house, beautiful wife, dogs. I'm going bike 21. Riding with him next Wednesday.
He just turned 21.
21. Fuck, little young Christian used to cut my hair. But yeah, I'm going bike riding with him next Wednesday if you want to come. You want to fix your bike.
No, I already talked to him, but I haven't got my bike fixed.
Bro, it's next Wednesday.
I'll get my bike
fixed. It's a fucking to buy. Yeah, let's get it, bro.
It's a crank arm. I honestly, I was gonna.
Bro, they're like $30, and they'll install it for you at the store.
Boy, the one I want is like $100.
Don't get $100 crank. Okay, all right. But you know what I mean.
It's
like, that's what But going back to it, you know, that's what kind of I guess we're about, and I guess our wants and desires are a little bit more into the creative side of things, and that's always a little bit rougher, I guess, in a sense, you know.
Very rough.
Starving artists.
I feel like, I mean, I get this for myself, but like, do you feel like people, like, in a sense, kind of, I mean, putting down is kind of like a harsh thing, but like, they don't look at like our like line of like thinking as like, they kind of judge harsh, I guess.
Yeah, I 100%, man. Like, I've said it on this podcast, and I've said it many times before. You know, it's taken me like over 4 or 5 years to say like, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the unfortunate thing about this type of business or this type of work is that everybody's against you until you make it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
that's kind of what I was trying to go.
Who really supports you? Mm-hmm. Rocky, my girl, my mom.
Very few.
You know what I mean? Like, nobody thinks we're gonna do shit. Nobody thinks. They're just like, yeah, that's a cool thing you're doing, but like inside, you know, they're just like, oh. So until we make it, or you make it, or whatever, you know, we might not make it, but you know what? I'm having a chill ass time.
Right.
Guess what we did today? Yo, every time we do the podcast, me and my family, Rodolfo's part of our family. We've known him forever, since we were children. We get together and we cook a big meal, right? So right before this whole show started, it is about to be midnight. Right before this whole show started, our whole family gets together, and we make a big meal today. We had lasagna, aka lasagna, and we have a few drinks. You know, my sister became a real estate agent today, so we celebrated that.
Pops to Bianca.
Yeah, and I don't know, we get together, we have a nice dinner, and then we like just talk shit, and then we come do this podcast. And I find that to be like, I look forward to this part of the week. You know what I mean?
It's like became more than just coming to do the podcast now. Like, it's like kind of like we get here, we eat, or like we do the podcast, then we eat, but it's like a thing. It's like an event now. Yeah. You know?
And we have like my girls here, my sisters are here, my mom's here, Rodolfo's here. And then next week we're having it at our house, me and Kelly's.
Yeah.
So I mean, then bring Rocky along. It has become a thing, and it's a fun thing, and
Yeah.
I've really been enjoying it and looking forward to it. And it's just like, I feel like I needed this today too. You know, like in
Yeah.
terms of like, bro, I've been bummed. But you had told me something earlier, so you go first because
So-
I don't want to steal your shit.
So I feel like so yeah. So the same thing off what you were saying is that like when halfway through like eating like dinner and stuff, and I was sitting down and like we're all having our little conversations, having a good time, and just kind of like BSing with each other. Like I sat down and took like a deep breath, and I'm like I needed this. Like I needed this. You know what I mean?
You told me that too.
Like it's with the whole Corona thing, and then again fucking work. Like I just feel like I just kind of needed a time to like relax, and like even though like I'm out and like doing stuff and still like moving, like this was a good like relax, like
Yeah.
relaxation and like ease, let my guard down and just like BS, you know what I mean? Like just kind of like being around some people and just having a great time.
Yeah, you've been having a rough little week.
No, I wouldn't say rough. I mean, mentally no.
Mhm.
Physically yes.
Yeah, bro, you got a physical job.
Yeah.
And for those of you guys who don't know, Ruffle got a full-time fucking job, bro. He's here.
6 days a week.
He's here. Like, we're filming some people on Saturday, which I'm looking very forward to because it's a 4-hour drive to make it out there, by the way. But we're filming some really cool cliff divers. They're really about the cliff diving life. They have a whole community and stuff. But going off of that is like, this motherfucker's been dedicated, bro. You got a full-time job. You come here, it's fucking midnight. You got to wake up early tomorrow to work. And I don't know. I feel like you put a lot of effort in it. And if anybody's out here complaining or like, oh, I don't have time to do this, I just got done with work, look at my man's Rodolfo.
Mm-hmm.
Full-time job, doing it, bro.
You never have time. You make the time.
I'm proud of you.
Literally.
By the way, I don't know if I told you this, but I'm looking for part-time work because
You mentioned it.
It's unfortunate for me because I'm not giving you this, bro.
No?
You have your own.
Oh, yeah, let me get that.
Motherfucking touch your lips, motherfucker. It's fucking coronavirus
Corona.
shit. Like, I'm out here already freaked out. Keep your distance, motherfucker. And you over here trying to smoke my goddamn Cubano.
Bro, we haven't gave a bro hug to each other in like 3 weeks.
I know, but
it's overdue.
yeah. But I mean, we've both been we've been isolated besides these gatherings.
Yeah. I mean, I go to work and then I come home, and I might go see Balboa.
Yeah. But
But
Rodolfo
for
doesn't
the
have to
most
interact with
yeah.
a lot of humans, so that's good.
Yeah. Right.
He said that like with a lion face. I think you're lying to me. But
All I do is interact with people.
yo, what's it called? I don't know, man. But he's been hitting it hard. But I do have to get a part-time job because all the film jobs are kind of like dry, right? And that's how I make my living.
No Vaseline around here.
Yeah, so I've been looking back into getting into some security work and stuff. I got some offers. Hopefully,
I mean,
I have a
Arnold.
lead. Well, I don't want to say you said his name, but so now I can't say what the job is. But it's a cool job. It's a security job, and it pays well. Yeah, I mean, don't keep saying anything about him. But I guess since 2017 is when I became fully being creative. What's up? Do I got something on my lip? What I got about it? But just say it. Did I get it?
No,
I got some on my...
the top of the buck tooth, left side.
Bro, I ain't got no buck teeth. How dare you? But I don't know. Yeah. So I had been fortunate enough since 2017 to not have a 9 to 5 in the sense of
Even when you did, I didn't even think you did.
something that I wanted, you know. So it's kind of unfortunate, but I gotta make rent, bro. So I gotta get a
times.
part-time job. I just went back up to get my concealed carry license and back to security, baby. You know, see me in the streets, bad guys. But yeah, besides that, dude, you know what's crazy? Like, you know how we talk around in the dinner table with my mom? You guys, I was a premature baby, and I was born at 7.5 months. So I was born like almost 2 months early.
But good to go though.
Yeah, I was good.
Where has it? Oh, you were
Apparently,
good
I
to
was good to
go.
go, dude.
No incubation, no nothing.
Yeah, so that's crazy. I didn't know that. I did.
wonder if that's like. I wonder if that's no incubation Mexican standards or like United
Yeah, they're
States.
just like,
They're
hey,
two
just put
different.
him in the tambo, fool. Like,
He's good. He's
yeah.
good.
But yeah, that's crazy, man. Just always being around my mom and shit. Always find out. I also find out how I got named and how we moved to America. By the way, you guys, when I came to America, I was kidnapped. So my mom and my dad shared custody, but my dad had the majority of the custody because he was wealthier than my mom. And when my mom decided to come to America, she took me here, and my dad didn't know, and I didn't know that I was a kidnapped immigrant kid. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude.
Your mom, bro.
Dude, my mom's a
Hardcore,
fucking G, dude.
Thugging, bro.
I'm not saying I've seen my
And the
mom
Freddie
kill,
Gibbs boys.
but I've seen my mom do some crazy shit in Mexico, bro. Anyways, what are some of your recommendations I already have up?
All right, so me, I guess the one that I have, I think it's kind of vague in a way. Listen to some Motown. I've been on that.
That's a good one. That touched
And
my heart.
also, I've had this guy in my playlist for a long time. Miles Davis. Have you heard of him?
I love Miles Davis. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, so there we go.
Yeah.
So I guess Miles Davis is, hit him up. His shit's good. And for like I feel like the type of music that he was doing for like the time that he was around, I think it's pretty like out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like some of that stuff I would think that it might be a little newer as far as like the tempos and like the way they were doing it. But I mean, I wouldn't say like newer like this time, but like 80s maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
You know, a little newer,
feel
not
you.
in the 50s and 60s. You know what
Well, I didn't know he was that back then.
Bro, I
Really?
was listening to like his like a live concert.
I thought he was like mid 60s, 70s.
No, dude, it was
Really?
it goes a little further back
Okay,
than that,
yeah.
I think.
I don't.
Dude.
Maybe I don't know Miles Davis like that then.
I mean, dude, cause like the thing that I was listening to was it was like this long ass thing, and it was live. I forget where, but it was like the recording set from like 50s to like the 65.
Okay.
And bro, they were getting down, bro.
Okay.
They were getting
All
down.
right. So you got Miles Davis
Yes, sir.
and Motown.
Like Motown, anything
All
Motown.
right.
Like, I think just that whole era of like oldies music.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
like,
yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like, especially you Thundercats nowadays, I want to listen to the Little Yachties and
Yeah. Well,
the
you know
other
who's a
stuff.
really good musician? Thundercat.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got a dope. He's a dope ass bassist.
I saw him first when you showed me
The Mac Miller
the
Tiny
Mac
Desk
Miller, yeah,
and
he was
Thundercats
in
with
there.
him. Yeah.
But-
Thundercat's a bad motherfucker,
But
dude.
then I also saw his Tiny Desk.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That one's a banger too.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Just one more too.
That's
I
good,
feel
that's
like
good.
Bomba Stereo. Have
Bomba
you heard-
Stereo?
yeah.
No, I haven't.
So Bomba Stereo is like they're Colombian,
Really?
and
I'll write that
they
down.
have, it's like their style is like kind of EDM party-ish type. I wouldn't say that, because like they have hella different things.
Yeah.
Like their style is like very, like they have like it jumps back and forth. They got some like cool dope style with still like an upbeat like tempo, but like they also got like some party stuff. And then, but like if you listen to her lyrics, it's all in Spanish, by the way. Like she gets deep to the stuff that she says.
Yeah, I feel if you guys if some of these listeners wanna get into some Spanish shit, Bomba Stereo, my boy Rodolfo. I haven't heard him, so that's a recommendation I give just out of word of mouth. Damas Gratis, you know they got some bangers, dude. They got some dance songs too. And then Buena Vista Social Club. That's a little bit older. That's some Cuban shit right there for you guys. Buena Vista Social Club is the tits, dude. It's always a good listen. It's
I don't
always a
think
good
I've ever heard of
time.
them.
If you have, because I used to play them all the time at the house. Like
Okay,
if you're
then no problem.
cooking, if you're cooking, you have a lady over, play some Buena Vista Social Club, bro. They're gangster. There's just oldies but goodies.
Yeah.
Going off of your recommendation, I want to. My second one was gonna be Bad Bad Not Good. They're a jazz band, but they're a new jazz band, and they do a lot of covers of like really dope old school hip hop records. You know, so they do some Ghostface.
Yeah, yeah.
Ghostface actually did some songs with them, like where they're playing the instruments.
Ghostface Killer.
Yeah, Ghostface Killer,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah, and beware of the stare. If you're lifting, you want to get a pump, bro. You want to go fucking tell your dad, "Fuck you, dad. I'm not fucking doing this no more." Listen to "Beware of the Stare" by Ghostface Killer, bro. That song is fucking hard, bro. It's a hard song. You're just like, I'm about to go rob a bank, dog.
Let's go do this. Let's go roll on some motherfuckers.
Yo, by the way, I've never told anybody this outside of like my cousin and the person I did this with.
Exclusive.
Yeah, so when I was a young boy, I was 16 years old, bro, and I committed a robbery.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Armed.
No. Me and a friend. So me and a friend. So I used to work at this place, and I got terminated. You know, I used to work there only. Well, I got terminated. I don't want to say too much, and I knew that sometimes they left the back gate kind of like open. Not open, but like they didn't always lock the chain up right. And that was a way into the business, right? And this business made a lot of money. So me and my friend, it was at the time when we were trying to be like little cholos, you know?
Yeah.
So
Every
me
Mexican
and my fucking friend, dog, we've planned this whole fucking robbery because I wanted a computer at the time to learn how to edit stick figure videos. I was into that shit at the time, and they had a really dope computer. It was an iMac, and I was like, "Yo, let's go stash that. I need a computer. I'll give you all the cash in the register. They always have at least $500 in cash, in petty cash, and I knew where they kept it." So we roll up there on the bus, Rodolfo, and I have my bag. I have my Taekwondo bag on me, and because they're super big to carry all your gear. And we get there, and it's kind of like, it's probably like 6 or 7 p.m. So like the sun's still kind of out. And what we did is there's a grocery store near there, and we got some pizza, and they have an eating area outside.
Yeah.
And we just kind of left our food there. And then it's maybe like a block down, a little bit less than a block. And to get there, you have to go through a park to the business. So we go, sure enough, the back fence, the chain is enough for a skinny person to fit. And you know that homie that I just said, he's super skinny, so he could fit through there. So he fits through there. He goes, opens the front gate for me, because the front gate, you open it from the inside. He opens the front gate. He goes back outside, and he's on lookout. So I'm on the phone with him. And, bro, I'm hella fucking retarded, right? So, like, to get inside the building, this place has power tools, bro. And one of the power tools is this big-ass saw like this.
Yeah.
And it's used to cut to concrete.
Oh,
So I'm only cutting through sheetrock here. So I go to the side of, bro, I go to the side of the business, dog. I'm 16, and I'm just like, and I make not even a little hole. Like, the smarter thing to do would have been to make a little hole. I make a big ass hole, bro. And I walk in there feeling like a pimp, and I'm thinking that the security system is not gonna get turned on because it's turned on by the door.
Yeah.
Right? So my friend's like, "Yo, hurry up." And I fucking pop the cash thing open. Boom, get the money. And I'm packing up the computer, and I'm like, "Yo, hold up, I'm hungry." And they always have these, at this business, they have this thing of these really expensive French desserts. So I go and I grab this French dessert, and I'm eating it as I'm putting away the computer. And as like, I just get the keyboard and the screen in, and the fucking alarm starts going off. Bah, bah, bah. Because it was motion sensor. It wasn't by the doors. It was motion sensor. I thought it was just by the doors. So alarm's like, bah, bah, bah. And my homie's like, "Yo, get the fuck out of there right now." And I'm like freaking out, bro. And I grab the I grab the fucking desktop part,
Yeah.
and I throw it in. All the wires rip off. I throw it in, and I run out. I throw away the pastry, and I
Do you
run
think?
out through the door, and I'm running, and he's like, "Come through the back. There's cars at the front gate." Right? So I go through the back by the chain and I'm like, catch it. And I throw the fucking computer, bro, over the fence. And this guy goes like this and misses the whole computer. It just lands on the ground. You just hear a shatter break.
Oh
Dumb, bro.
no.
And then guess what? I left the money on the counter. I didn't bag it. I didn't bag and tag it, Rodolfo.
Damn it,
So I
bro.
left the money in the fucking counter because I was gonna put it in the computer. So then I'm like hopping over the fence and there's barbed wire, but we had a plan in case we got caught. We threw a blanket over that,
Yeah.
and so I'm hopping over it, and as I land, this white motherfucker, bro, he's going for a jog because remember it's by a park.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, you motherfucker!" And he starts running after, and we're fucking booking it. Bro, I left. When the computer bag landed, I grab it and I try to throw it in the water. I don't know where it landed or whatever because it's also by a river.
Yeah.
So we're running through this fucking park, and we lose this white fool because he was kind of fucking fat. And we get back to where we had the food. We sit down, and we're like fucking freaking out. And then we just hear the fucking cops and shit. And we're like, that's our cue. We run around. We go to this bus stop, get on the 131, back home, defeated, bro.
Damn, bro.
Defeated, bro.
That is the
With
worst.
nothing. And then, so the next day, I take the bus and go drive by the business. Right, and
Damn.
and I'm cool with the people that own the business. Like these are some rich white motherfuckers, bro. Like they ain't gonna miss a computer or nothing. So I go by the business and stuff. I was real sketch, and I'm like, yo, I wanted to see if I could get my job back, and they're like, no, we actually just got robbed. And I was like, oh shit, like, do you guys know what happened? And they're like, no, dude, we probably some homeless people broke in. Because at the time, like, you know, how homeless people were moving into Seattle and shit. Like, this is at the time when it was kind of going on hard. And I was like, oh, okay, well, if you guys need me, let me know. Like, I could really use this. Because they initially hired me so I could pay for my martial arts classes.
Yeah.
Bro, and this is why I feel so bad. The next month, they called me and hired me. So I was working with them, dude, all the way till I went to the Marine Corps on the weekends.
Damn.
Yeah, and I felt super bad. And then they couldn't patch up like the part that I broke through on the sheetrock. They couldn't really patch it up.
So
They
they
couldn't get the right color. Yeah, they couldn't get the right color. So it's like it was I'm not gonna say the color. I don't want to incriminate myself. Alleged. This is all alleged. I'm making this up. They couldn't get the right color, and so like I always walked by that color, which was a lighter color of the actual color, and I like fuck, dude.
just a daily reminder.
Yeah.
Shit.
And I was always like, shit.
Hey, but tell me that. I mean, I'm not saying that stealing stuff is okay or anything, but like, tell me shit like that is not fucking get your blood pumping like nothing, like no other.
Yeah,
bro.
man. You know, going there.
The adrenaline.
Why I brought it up is because I was listening to Hail Mary by Tupac, and that used to be my pump up song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hail Mary, don't. I used to love that song, dude. And so the whole way there, I was listening to that and Ambitious as a Rider.
Oh.
I'm ambitious as a rider. So
Pump up songs.
yeah, so I was like trying to get pumped up, and my homie went because he was just a homie, bro. Like he didn't want no part of that, you know. But he's a good dude, man.
Yeah, dude. The thing I miss shit like that sometimes. I think it was just kind of like the thrill, and like we were kids back then. You know what I mean? If we got caught, like. For the most, I mean, for the most part, I feel like a lot of times we get a slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I feel like I remember that high speed car chase.
Yeah.
Nothing happened to me, but your cousin got arrested. For a minute,
that motherfucker
bro.
that fool was already on house arrest.
Yeah. You guys, I was in a high speed car chase with his cousin, bro. And like there was cops,
like 30 kids,
SWAT vans. Yeah, there was 18 of us in a van because we're Mexican, and we had just gotten in a fight with the blacks because back in the day, you know, there's still race wars and stuff between the schools and shit. And And what happened was we get in a fight with we were outnumbered and shit, and his cousin rolls up with a fucking gun, yo. And your brother was with them, so your brother and
Yeah.
your cousin just come up with fucking. I think he had like a sawed-off shotgun, and your brother had a pistol, and so they roll up to the park, bro, and like we're fucking scrapping with these motherfuckers, dog. And I remember me and Jeffrey were like getting beat up by like 4 dudes by ourselves,
Yeah.
and we're like fucking, and then all of a sudden they like back up, and we're like, what the fuck? And I look behind me, and your brother's there, and Edgar's there, and they made these motherfuckers kneel on the ground, dog. And what I felt bad about was like your cousin was like, hit him. So like these guys are defenseless, and he's like, hit him, bro. They want to fucking cheat, and they want to outnumber you and shit. They want to jump a motherfuckers. So we're like slapping these black kids, bro. It was like, and I was like borderline, like I don't want to. Let's just get out of here, you know. Yeah. So, anyways,
Yeah, shit like that used to go down all the time, man.
yeah, bro. I remember one time during a quinceañera practice, he rolled up, and they were about to fight him. Like I don't know what happened, but he was beefing with like Gato and a bunch of these other fools, and he rolled up, and he had a bottle, and he like breaks it, and he was like, "I heard y'all." This is the first time I ever met him. I didn't know he's your cousin. And he like breaks his bottle, bro, and he's like, "I heard y'all motherfuckers beefing with me. What the fuck is up?" And everybody was like, "Nah, bro, we're cool and shit." He's like, "You're cool, and where the fuck am I?" And bro, he just came and punked everybody on the scene, bro, by himself. And I was like, and you know what's hella funny? Right before that, they were talking about how they were gonna beat his ass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I swear to
I know
God,
exactly
dude.
what you're talking about now. I know exactly what you're
And
talking about. Yeah.
and like literally like 15 minutes later, he rolls up, and then I seen him, and then they're like, "That's him." And then as soon as he breaks the bottle, everybody just like their little assholes like,
Oh, just fucking
yeah, bro.
puckered up and shit.
I'm till this day I'm scared of your cousin, bro. Like that motherfucker crazy as fuck.
Bro, we used to get into hella shit, dog.
Yeah.
Hella
Remember
shit,
when?
bro. I don't. Dude, some of the stuff that we used to get into, bro, blows my mind.
One of the ones I feel so bad about is when I found. You remember we used to hang out with this older guy that used to sell weed, and he just wanted friends. He was like in his 30s, and we were like teenagers, and he used to take us bowling all the time.
Oh yeah,
the Asian guy, and he wasn't rapey. Let me tell you guys. What are we at?
Oh shit, we're at time. 1 second.
All right. He wasn't rapey, but I don't know what that fool's deal was, you know, because I would sell weed for him at school at that time, and for every like $80 I sold him, he would give me a dime bag, or he would give me, after $50 that I would sell for him, he would give me $10. But then he would always smoke us out for free, you know. And there was a time I was hanging out, me and my old best friend, because this is why we split up, because I kept smoking weed and he didn't, because we got caught smoking weed. That's a whole nother crazy story. And I met his older cousins who were in their 20s, and they really liked me, and then I used to smoke weed with them. And then I met that older guy who was like in his 30s through them, and then I introduced him to you guys, and then we would all kick it for a while.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking
You robbed his house.
about.
Do you not remember? Okay, so we're hanging out, bro. Like, we have a good ass time. This guy would smoke us out all the time. And then he was in the car. We drop him off, and I see his keys. He left his keys in the car to his house. And then I was like, yo, so-and-so left his keys here. And then your cousin goes, all right, don't say shit. And I'm like, what? And then he took the keys from me, and he's like, yo, you didn't find these motherfuckers here, whatever. And then like the next week, he's like, y'all motherfuckers robbed me, da 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 da. He's like, I'm missing 2 like, you guys took like 2 big trash bags full of weed. He's like, y'all motherfuckers stole my 6-foot bong, and like all this shit. And he was like, I know it was you guys, I know. And I was like, dog, it wasn't us. Like, I swear to God, I don't know, you're tripping. And he's like, you motherfuckers. And like,
yeah,
it was really crazy, man. But I had a lot of good.
Damn, bro, that
yeah.
Dog.
Scumbag, bro.
Dude, that shit. Dog, I remember when we got in that house.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tell me
yeah.
about it. I didn't. You got your cousin was just like, "Yo, shut up," and I was so scared of him. I just gave him the keys.
Bro, I don't even think we even used the keys, bro. We just
Really?
jumped in the fucking window. Just
Oh
fucking
shit.
cracked that bitch. Yeah. Boom.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
This is a story we're fabricating.
But then, dude, we literally just go in there, just jump, fucking. Next thing you know, bro, we're just like, it's just kind of a free for all, bro. We're just in this fucking dude's house, just tearing this shit up, bro. And again, stealing's not good, but the adrenaline pump you get from it, it's like, bro, you're going in there, it's just like fucking time slows down for you in a way, and you're just like grabbing shit. We already kind of had in mind what the hell we were gonna take.
Yeah, I mean,
but then
a lot of drugs.
You know what? It's like sometimes it's like going to a yard sale. It's like you don't. It's like you never know what you're gonna find, so you start digging through shit. You feel me?
Yeah, I remember specifically. He was like, "You guys took my 6-foot long bong. What the fuck?" And
it broke in like 2 seconds.
I remember that.
Oh my god, bro!
Oh, dude,
that was one of the things we went there for.
I remember also trying to smoke out of that thing. But damn, bro, you guys did him dirty. I always liked him. I felt so bad about that. I remember one time we were smoking with him and we had a bong. I don't know if you were there. And the cops are pulling up, and we're by breakwater, and we're outside smoking out of the bong, and the cops are coming, and he makes eye contact with the cops, and the cops make eye contact with us. And they start kind of walking fast, and and then he just looks at them, grabs the bong, throws it on the ground, and it shatters. And as they get there, he goes, "Prove it." And they just let us go, dude. Yeah, like nothing bad happened. But I thought that always stuck with me. He was like, "Prove it."
Damn.
But yeah, he was a cool guy, and he was a good bowler too, man. Yeah, a lot of sketchy shit when we were younger. But you know what? Like, we didn't know any better. Cause I honestly would have never pulled that. Tried to do a robbery. Number one, I had just watched that Tupac. I was obsessed with Tupac at the time. I watched that Tupac movie. When they start hitting licks. And
was it Juice?
Yeah, I had just watched Juice, and then I'm like, I need a computer because like we didn't have money at the time, and like I knew where there was a computer, and these people are rich and wealthy, and like I want to learn how to edit, I want to learn how to do all these things, and I don't have that opportunity.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like.
I know what you mean.
So like, how the fuck am I gonna get this shit? And then honestly, if you hadn't given me my first compound bow, bro, I would have never gotten into hunting. How I'm gonna go ask my mom, "Hey mom, I want a compound bow." She's gonna be like,
"What the
fuck?" Yeah, bro. She beat my ass right on
that,
sight, bro. She's like, "We ain't got money to eat." Yeah. So
I mean, dude, honestly, I feel like the whole reason that I started doing bullshit like that was, dude, I never really asked my dad for money. Like I don't know, like how like kids be like, "Oh, can I get like an allowance?"
Yeah, what is that?
Right? Yeah. Like what the fuck is that? But like growing up until I hit like a certain age where like I'm all like, "Oh shit, my dad has some money." You know what I mean? I didn't ask my dad for money. Like I would ask him maybe like $10, $20 maybe. You know what I mean? For like simple shit. Be like, "Dad, I'm trying to go to like the movies or something." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like in a Mexican household, like fucking, you work for your shit. Like your parents don't give you money to give you money. Like that just wasn't. Yeah. That's just not in our culture. So like, I never bothered them with asking money. So I was too young. I was too young to like work. So like, what else would I do? I just fucking started breaking into cars and selling stereos and fucking subwoofers. Like that was my hustle at first, bro. And that's how I got by for like 2-3 years.
Yeah, well, that's how it is, man. Like used to give me a lot of free shit. Yeah. So
I mean, dude, I would fucking, I remember when my mom found my stash one time in the fucking toy box. So it was like this little blue toy box, right? So the toy box itself was blue, and then the top was yellow, and then it had eyeballs. So it was like It was like a actual like kid, like toy box. And I remember she decided to clean my room one day, and then, well, I wouldn't say my room because me and my brothers shared the room up until I was like 16. So like she went in the room, fucking, she opened this, bro. I'm 15 years old, and there's fucking $100 amps, fucking 12-inch subs,
What the
fucking
fuck?
like 15 stereos, like, you know what I mean? She's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is this?
I remember your dad would be like, "Stop hanging out with him. You're a good kid." And his dad would tell me not to hang out with him.
I was cool.
You were hella cool, bro. We ain't fucking.
But dog, my dad would talk hella shit. Like, I totally get why. Now that I think about it, I'm like, bro, you were such a fucking. What were you
dude,
thinking,
they're chill
bro?
for you. But yeah, so that's the unfortunate thing, you know, like, if you're hearing these kind of stories, you're like, yeah, you guys are fucking scumbags, or we just didn't know any better, you know. It's not like we have like the greatest education available to us, or, you know, like our parents are like super hardworking immigrants and shit. So like, I don't know.
I think it's just kind of our. I mean, I wouldn't say our luck, but I think it becomes kind of a type of like culture in a sense.
And you just kind of do what your friends are doing, man. Like with the older people.
Yeah. I mean,
So
I knew older people that were like doing that shit. So like, I'm like, let me try that shit.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
same with the selling weed. It's just like, what's his name was like, hey man, do you want to sell weed? And I was like, yeah, I don't have any money.
Yeah.
So of course, you know. And for a while, as a plug, that's how I got you when we had that ounce. Remember when I stole that ounce from all the white kids?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, dude, that was a good one.
And then, but yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like,
And I got money for that ounce.
Yeah.
Let me just say,
a lot.
I got an ounce and money for it.
But like, yeah, I feel like in that type of sense is like I would like for people not to judge hard, just because like that's just kind of what we know, and that's how we got by. And then, I mean, we weren't fed with the silver spoon.
Yeah, and that's the unfortunate part. You know, it's like it's hard. It's hard. I was gonna say that earlier because it's like, bro, I don't know, we come from backgrounds that are just like super disadvantaged. You know, like, and at any time you can take that and be like, this is the card I was given. Fuck that. But a big reason, and that's why I appreciate this and being here, is because like we're trying to be better than what we're supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how many people do we know that like are super bad, like in super really horrible situations, or just living some type of stereotype? You know what I mean? Like, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate the fact that I have the opportunity to grow as a human being and kind of develop myself, and that's why I like this whole thing and this whole I Knew project. Maybe it's not like there yet, or maybe it's not like super fucking cool to like something that will blow up, but it's like the best I can come up with. You know what I mean? And given the circumstances, I'm pretty fucking proud of it. And like,
same here. I mean,
just the fact that we're trying to like reach out and grow a community of like creative individuals and like try to help each other out or whatever it is, you know, like,
I mean, who would ever thought? Look at us.
Yeah, for real, bro.
Look at us.
I honestly thought I was just gonna be in the military forever too. I'm not gonna lie. You know?
At one point, dude, I didn't know what the fuck was gonna be a part of my life, or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I still honestly, now I'm kind of like fucking ragtagging it. So I still don't know what the fucking my life is gonna be, but it's on my own fucking terms in a positive way, you know?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I feel that's how you are. We haven't talked about your fucking mustache, bro. What's up with that?
Oh, I would like to introduce you to my mustache.
What do you have a name for it?
Not yet. Federico.
I like that. Federico, bro. That's a good mustache. I don't think I can grow thicker than this. That's a nice mustache, bro.
Bro, I was dude, I don't even know what kind of urged me to do it, but I was like, I was gonna shave all this off, and then I
Mhm.
started like trimming this, and it was actually pretty low, like lower a couple days ago. It was like a 5 o'clock shadow, pretty much. And then I was like, damn, like, should I just rock it? I feel like I've been rocking kind of the same look forever,
Um,
and I'm like, dude, it's kind of time for a change. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I like it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
was kind of like, it's still hard for me because I told you I want to be more fashionable.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is still in an effort to do that.
Okay.
And it was hard because I'm like, dog, like no, bro, like that looks ugly, and like in my head is like, just do it, just do it,
No,
just
it
do
looks
it. So I was
good.
like,
What about Bosse?
bro, surprisingly, everyone's
She
kind of
riding it.
yeah,
Huh?
they're
Yeah.
digging
I
it.
like it, dude. I think it's a good look. I like it better than the beard, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, I was at work today, so like at work I have my hat, and then like I put my hair in like a little bun back
Mhm.
here, so you just see this. Bro, I looked like a stereotypical like delivery man. Like,
Bro, hey, you better if you come in last place, you have to shave all the hair in your body for the competition. So I hope you're taking it serious.
bro,
You
I am
guys were
taking it
playing a
serious.
competition called Comfort Zone, and the whole thing is to get you out of your comfort zone. That's the
Lasagna-
whole design of the game.
Lasagna was the first meal I've had today.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it.
You fasting?
Fasting
You need to keep track, bro. I have an app. We're keeping track, so you got to be able to prove it.
all week.
Okay, so you can prove that you've been a week on fasting. Word
No,
of
I
mouth?
can't
Bro,
prove.
log it.
This is on.
Log it, or else
This
it
is
doesn't
on the
count.
trust system.
No. You gotta log it. I'll give you a week.
How am I gonna
You
log?
will.
I'm like, bro, I
Get
can.
there's a
literally
free
take
app. There's a free app called Zero,
Mm-hmm.
and then you click it when you start your fast, and then you click it when you don't, and it's free, and it'll log all your times. I said it last time Lang was here.
Oh, you did, but
Yeah. So you need to have proof, photo evidence of everything, and then on the books.
That's just taking up room in my
yeah.
my iPhone that has
Nah,
265.
bro. Yeah. But yeah, you guys still gotta come up something terrible for me if I come in last. But if you lose, it's only last place that has to do a really bad thing. So
Yeah, I ain't shaving off my hair.
you have to if you come in last,
Nick.
bro. I'm gonna hold you down and shave your hair, Rodolfo. I'm just
Uh.
gonna hug you and I'm gonna be like, get it.
Y'all might as well trim my balls while you're at it.
Nah, bro, I'm gonna shave your I'm
Manscape
gonna
me,
shave your
just-
mustache, your eyebrows, bro, your asshole hair. You're gonna get your whole body waxed, bro.
Shit.
Everything. You're just gonna look like one of the Men in Black. They're supposed to be hairless or some shit like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Huh.
Or at least
I'm
they
about
were
to be
in,
like laying down, yelling out like "Come see Yama."
Where are we at right now?
49.
49. All right, we still got a few minutes. Yo, by the way, I was gonna tell you about this because it reminded me earlier. When I was in elementary school, bro,
Mm-hmm.
I think this is why I always try to be like reading books and stuff, right? When I was in elementary school, I used to be an ESL, which is like you can't speak English, and I was in ESL until 5th and almost half of 6th grade.
Yeah.
Because I came to America when I was in 3rd grade, so I couldn't speak any English. And in Burien, my ESL class was also with the special ed. So it was in the same trailer. So kids used to think I was retarded. And because I didn't speak English that well, they would make fun of me all the time. And they would be like, hey, retard, and all this stuff. And it was terrible, bro. And I would last night I smoked a little bit of weed for the first time in a while. And it was like having panic attacks about that time in my life, bro. Because like, I used to hate, because we used to share the same portable.
Mm-hmm.
Like their class was just on one side and ours was on the other. So like everybody at my school, Cedarhurst Elementary, used to think that I was retarded. And all the other kids in ESL, so they would like pick on us and make fun of us and shit, throw food at us, and it was terrible, bro. Yeah, man.
Imagine all the tater tots that were wasted and shit. How dare those kids,
Bro,
man?
I miss those tater tots. I haven't had those. Remember Memos used to have the best tater tots?
Yeah.
And now damn, California burrito.
Bro, we used to find you in the middle of the night, or actually in the next morning with all this like evidence.
that
that, like,
remind me,
Bro, I would wake up in the morning, like we would go to bed and we're like, all right, like good night, guys, good night, this and that. Like no food around. clean table. I would wake up in the morning to like white bags and yellow wrappers. you know the wrappers that they
Yeah,
had.
yeah.
I'm just like fucking carne asada fries, a super burrito with like tres tacos de lengua.
Shit, man. Well, you know what? Actually, today the reason I've been having kind of a rough week is dealing with food. You know, because I've been at home and I haven't been really able to work out, and I've been wanting to eat more, but it's kind of like not healthy type of wanting to eat.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of wanting to go back into the binging.
What have you ate?
I've been eating really good. So today the lasagna was the worst
Yeah.
I've eaten. But I was talking about that too in my vlog and shit, where I'm like, I was a little bit stressed because I would like, lasagna is one of my favorite foods, and like honestly, when I was done, like I ate pretty well, right? Like not like I didn't overeat or like stuff myself.
I think you ate a good portion.
You
for
know,
your size.
yeah, it was a good portion for my size, and I rode my bike here. You know,
Yeah.
so it's like 13, 14 miles, and it was kind of hard for me to not like keep eating the lasagna.
So was it? So do you
I
feel
was
like
stressed a little bit when
do
we
you
were
feel-
having dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like the like statistics or like all the shit that I see on the memes and shit, like from like the COVID-19 thing, or like was it COVID-19?
Yeah, no, it's COVID-19. But what's the
It's like having your like 15th meal of the day.
yeah,
before
man.
12, you know?
For me, I haven't been doing that, but I really want to.
Yeah.
Because I'm like I don't know what else to do, and you know I love to cook, so like I'm always like trying to make some shit or like, so it's been a little rough on me this time, this last week and a half, and I guess it's just because like everything, you know, I treat this podcast and vlog like I know you work, right? So I take a lot of the back end work and I do it
Appreciate
myself. Yeah, and it's a full-time job for me, but like because I haven't had a job. I've been lucky up until now. All my jobs got canceled, but like this last kind of couple of weeks, it's like I'm putting in full-time work time, and it's hard when you don't have like results right away.
Yeah.
You know, so it's been kind of getting me down a little bit, like my ego and shit, and I've been trying to like calm that. And then the way that I normally would calm it is like by binging, you know, so instant gratification. So I haven't been able to do that. And then I can't really go outside or go to the gym to get that anger out, which is how I was dealing with it before. So it's been like...
Don't you got a punching bag?
No, I broke it.
A punching bag?
No, it's Shark Week, baby. Yeah, man, so it's been rough. So I'm glad I did good tonight during dinner and shit, you know. But yeah, man, that's kind of what it's been. But
Cool. Hey, when you want to binge and stuff, tell the audience what you want to go for.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What's a binge for the boy Isaac look like
Right
when you're
now,
like...
what are we talking about? Can I go out and eat, or am I making something at home? There's different ones.
Let's go out and eat. Let's
Yeah.
go. I feel like, because you can get down and dirty when
yeah.
you go out.
By the way, if you throw up, you know, I did that game for a little bit. If you throw up, you always want to eat something like ice cream because it still tastes good coming back out. So you don't want something that'll turn acidic kind of in your stomach. When you throw up, it tastes gross. But like shit like ice cream, what's another? Pasta's a good one to throw up. Well, I shouldn't be saying this.
All you believe makes house. All you believe take notes.
But it's honestly, it's horrible. So like if you're throwing up and stuff and you need help, you should really reach out and tell people. Like I remember I told you, you know, it was weird, but you're super nice and accepting about it, and it does help me, you know, because like when we go eat, you know, you're more mindful of what I'm eating, and I don't, you know. So I told my family and shit. So everybody's been pretty cool in terms of like not letting me get away with things, you know.
Yeah.
So I really do appreciate that. But shit, dude, if I'm inside at home, I always want to make something. I want to start off with like a fried rice because there's always white rice at the house. Eggs are easy. You can put any kind of meat in fried rice, but I like putting pepperoni or pork belly. Trader Joe's sells a hella good pork belly for like $5, and it crisps up so nice. Like that pork belly gets so nice and toasted like chicharrones, but soft. And then the oil from the pork belly, you can fry your rice in.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, and it gets nice and golden. So if I'm at home, I want to make a good fried rice, and then as that fried rice is cooling off, you know, as that fried rice is cooling off, I like to make a little bit of fucking I like to make me a nice peanut butter jelly sandwich, bro. But I like to do the pancake batter, and I like to have Nutella, peanut butter, strawberry jam, and bananas.
I remember you made a sandwich like that for me.
So you
both for yourself, but I
yeah, you ate it. Yeah, that was one of the times I wanted to binge on one of the old podcasts, and I like
benefited from that.
I like to squish that boy up, and then I dip it in pancake batter, and I grill that bitch up.
God damn, bro,
So,
that literally sounds like a fucking like clogged artery on the spot, bro.
Yeah, but if we're talking about going out, you know what I mean? There's somewhere you can go get that binging food.
Something nice and... All right, let me be more specific.
Okay.
Let's say you're about to now grab the healthiest meal. Like, not going out to a restaurant, but I'm talking about, like, 7-Eleven munchies and, like...
Oh, so, like, not Jack in the Box or something like that?
Yeah, like Jack,
no,
Jack in the Box, 7-Eleven.
Okay,
like, not, like, going to, like, a fancy, like, Indian restaurant.
Okay. So,
I want that.
No. If we're going out, like, middle of the night, going out, kind of how I used to. So, I would drive down to Jack in the Box, 5-minute drive. I would get me an extreme sausage breakfast sandwich, right? It's really good. Then I get that with curly fries and Jack in the Box, in my opinion. I know everybody's like the McFlurry. Jack in the Box has a really good fucking Oreo shake.
Yeah.
That is phenomenal. I used
to get that all the time.
Right? So I go to Jack in the Box, curly fries, extreme breakfast sandwich, Oreo shake, right? Then I roll through down to Wendy's, right? Because Wendy's got the spicy chicken nuggets.
They do.
Right? So I get a 10-piece spicy chicken nugget. And they also got the Baconator. But sometimes if I didn't get the Baconator, what I would do is I get 2 double cheeseburgers because they're really good and they're the $1.49 ones.
Yeah.
So I get 2 double cheeseburgers, or I would get the Baconator. Right? So now I got me a Baconator, extreme sausage, egg, and cheese with medium curly fry, Oreo milkshake, and then at Wendy's, get the Baconator.
Yeah.
And the 10-piece spicy chicken nugget. Then drive up to Memo's and get the tater tots fries, because by the time I'm done at Wendy's, I'm out of fries. So I need to get the warm fries to eat the rest of the food with. So then I always stop at Memo's, $2.50 for the tater tot, and they filled up the big styrofoam cup. It's a Mexican restaurant, 24 hours a day. They fill up the big styrofoam cup with tater tots, and then they got the little fucking curtido bar, where you can get like fucking onions with habaneros and lime and all that shit. So I would grab that shit for my burgers. This one's yours. I would grab that shit for my burgers, and that's it, dude. That's the meal. And at the time, it was like, I think I would spend like $18 and some change for all that. Yeah. And I'd be listening to my podcast, you know, just driving at night, feeling sorry for myself, eating all this fucking food, dude. And then and the way that it plays out in my mind, by the time I get home, the extreme sausage, egg, and cheese, it stays hot for a long time because they like cook that on site. So by the time I get home, it's just perfect warmth. It's not too hot, not too cold. Okay. And I'll have that with the spicy chicken nuggets.
Damn.
Yeah.
My boy out here.
Yeah, bro. So that's usually that was like my MO. And sometimes I switch it up a little bit, you know, like maybe I wouldn't get the extreme sausage, but I get the spicy chicken sandwich. But I always got like 2 types of burgers, you know, like whether it's chicken and whatever. And I got 2 burgers at 2 different joints. Always the curly fries at Jack in the Box. Sometimes I spring up for the tacos, even though I know I'd be full. Yeah. But I wake up in the morning and sad eat them. It's the worst, dude. Like, I don't know. It's hard to describe, because you don't have an issue like that, you know, where it's just like it's a problem. Like, I didn't even eat all that food, you know. I was probably full after the first sandwich, but like
Yeah.
I just forced myself to eat because it's just like the satisfaction of the mouth pleasure, like emotionally would like satisfy me from whatever's wrong with my life. So
Kind of like me and hot Cheetos. I don't want any more.
you almost ate my sister's hot Cheetos today, bro. I made you put them motherfuckers down on side. I was like, yo, put them Cheetos down, motherfucker.
He knew I was gonna kill the bag.
Yeah, for real, dude. But yeah, man, so that's that. So I've been having a rough week. I don't know how you guys' week has been out there. I hope it's been good. You know?
No.
Yeah, but I feel everybody goes through it. I'm kind of going through it right now because of the work shit,
Yeah.
you know? But we got some good stuff coming up. We're still working towards doing our thing, man. You know? We're going to go do our craft this weekend.
Yeah.
So,
I'm looking forward to that. I need to go out. I don't want, I need. Hey, but hey, speaking about needs and wants and going out, dude. So if you guys don't really know, I think we've talked about it before, is that me and Isaac were into like rock climbing. You know, we were hitting it pretty hard at one point before all this COVID shit and before my injuries. But I feel like there's just like I just want to touch bases like with the whole like climbing community. Like it's a real tight knit community, bro.
100%.
So I delivered to DSW.
What's that?
I mean, it's the shoe store.
Oh, yeah.
So DSW. So I deliver and pick up there like almost every day. But and so like I try and kind of get to know the people that like
My bad. Go ahead.
that I'm like delivering to and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to be like that delivery guy that just like bye, you know, hey bye, I need a signature, you know. I kind of try and talk to them, and especially because I'm picking up so much. Like right now I'm picking up like 300 shoes there, so like I have a time to like chit chat a little bit. But like, so I've talked to these people like all the time. And then today one of the guys had like his hand like bandaged up and like one of his fingers taped up and stuff. I'm like, dog, what happened? He's like, oh, so like I climb and stuff. I'm like, shut the fuck up. He's like, yeah. He's like, dude, I do this fingerboard thing and like I like fucked up my hand. I'm like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, dog. And he was like trying to explain to me, but you know when someone's trying to explain something you already know, I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, bro, I'm a climber too, and like we just started like chopping it up, and it's like it went from like being cool with each other to like we're best friends now. You know what I mean? Man. It was like cool because it was two of them.
I gotta worry about some shit, bro. Somebody's trying to steal my motherfucking.
Hell no. But like no, it was cool. It was kind of a cool thing that like popped up today. You know?
Oh yeah.
I met fellow climbers that were into it. I was into it, so it was like. It's kind of weird how like you can know somebody at one point and not know and like know them in a different way. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it was kind of cool.
That's always nice, man. That's why I like asking people a lot of questions and shit, and you get to know them better. Yo, by the way, we got some actual cool love today on the thing, and here's a little question you might want to answer too. Hey, this is shout out to Castle Grayskull. He's what camera would you recommend for somebody that is trying to get into YouTube? Question. Also, by the way, you should do conspiracy podcast every couple of months.
Okay.
What kind of camera would you recommend for YouTube for Castle Grayskull?
So for Castle Grayskull, I honestly,
by the way, let me give you some everybody that always comments on our shit, I try to go look at their page, you know, just to be able to give them better feedback. He seems like he's a pretty good drone pilot. So, yeah. I'm putting that out there. So go ahead. Now that might change your answer.
So for me, I feel like let's say budget, all right? Like budget camera. Yeah. And I feel like you don't really need something heavy duty for like YouTube.
Yeah, especially if you're starting out.
I mean, I feel like an A6300 is a solid camera.
Yeah.
It shoots 4K.
Yeah. I was going to recommend that or the A5100. Because the A51 has the little script.
Oh, it does pop up.
It pops up so you can see. That's the only problem with the Sony cameras is you can't see what you're shooting all the time, which I don't think it's bad because I vlog with a A7 III.
Yeah.
I don't have an issue with that, but go ahead with the.
So I feel like the A6300. I mean, just because I mean all the stuff it comes with, and like right now, honestly, if you look hard enough,
You can
or
one for
not
like
even hard enough,
$700.
even less than that, I
Yeah.
feel like I mean, I found mine for like 450.
Damn. Yeah,
But
yeah. You
that
can get a
I
good.
haggled
Yeah.
the guy a little bit. You know me. You know me. But like,
Yeah.
I feel like you can find like that's a solid camera for.
Very solid. You can shoot weddings with that camera,
Yeah.
dude. We've shot weddings with that camera, and it does really good 4K, really beautiful footage. And for that one, you just gotta know how to use it. You know.
Yeah, and I mean, dude, a really solid camera that you can find used probably kit for like less than $700 or like seven or lower. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would
So I
agree
feel
with
like
that.
it's a really good solid camera. It's super light. I mean, it's small as hell. Like
Yeah, it's
you can carry
compact.
that thing anywhere.
It's got power. The light, the
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 low light.
the low light on that is really fucking good.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
dude, the camera was what? It came out in like 2016.
Yeah.
And it's still solid as hell.
Yeah, and it's got a really good autofocus.
Yeah.
So like you can change the drive mode. No, not the drive mode, but you can change the autofocus speed on those cameras, and you can get it pretty fucking fast.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a good one.
But if you're willing to spend the money, I say the A6600 is probably the way to go now.
Yeah.
I mean, in-body stabilization. I mean, it's still pretty much the same size. I think the battery is just a little bigger, so the grip is a little bigger
Mm-hmm.
than the A6300. But like as far as everything that it comes with, I mean, it's far superior than
Yeah,
the A63.
and you know what? If you are just like a vagabond type of vlogger, you don't want to carry a lot of equipment around, and you just kind of want to be like quick with it, and you want a very versatile type of camera, and you're not looking to take photos, GoPro Hero 7. The
Yeah,
black.
you're just telling me about that.
Yeah,
I
man,
don't know.
that has probably one of the best in-body stabilizations. Like I'm talking about, I'm riding my fucking mountain bike. Stable.
Yeah,
It's good, man.
I
And
saw that.
that right now probably run you around 220 for like a used one. No, a new one runs you 220. You can get one like a used one for like maybe around 150, 180. And if you set that up nice, because it can shoot up to 2K, right?
Yeah.
And the issue with those cameras is like 4K doesn't do the whole widescreen.
It's like cropped. Right?
Yeah, but 2K does.
Mhm.
And you can set it up in a really nice, like if you can fuck with the settings, you can set it up pretty good.
Yeah.
And even the audio in the camera itself is not bad, right?
Mhm.
But you can also hook up an external mic, and it's like the whole vlogging setup for the Hero is like maybe the size of my palms with a good mic and a little thing, and you can just hold that bitch everywhere. You can put it in a little bag, and I feel like that's a really inconspicuous vlogging setup to have, and I don't see many people with that.
Yeah.
And I think it's
It's a sleeper. I feel like it
I
might
think
be
that's
a sleeper.
Yeah.
I feel like people nowadays have gone to, or I feel like it's always kind of been like this, where it's like you have to have like the latest camera to get some good shit. You know
Yeah, I
what
don't
mean?
think that's the truth. I think you gotta know how to use your
Yeah.
camera. So
yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
No, I feel like what I've kind of learned from like watching people on YouTube too is I feel like, you know, while they're like vlogging and stuff, I feel like you have to use their camera, but I feel like a lot of them at some points in their vlogs they're actually using their phone.
Yeah, I mean if you're right there and then you gotta get that shit. But that's what I'm saying with the GoPro, bro. You can
Mhm.
carry that like in your fucking pocket, dude. That's the thing. Yeah. So like, and I think the one that really changed the game is the 7.
Mhm.
And like any cameras after that are probably super solid. So yeah, man. But it always goes back down to your settings. Because
Yeah.
even you, bro, some of your photos come out really well. And when you first starting out and you have like not the best camera and shit, and why do they look good? Your settings.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know
dude,
what I mean?
I still have an
Lighting.
I have
yeah.
an A6300, and again, compared to other people that are still using like other like top notch like cameras and stuff, you
Yeah.
know?
It comes
you
down to
just
your
gotta-
settings.
Yeah.
So I would say those are the recommendations. As far as conspiracies, you guys, I'm like a conspiracy fanatic.
Yeah.
I love conspiracies. You know, I always remember we were watching the Illuminati series at the house
Yeah.
for a while. So if you want to watch a cool conspiracy type of thing, you can look up How Big Oil Changed the World. That should be on YouTube. Another good one is just the Illuminati series.
Yeah.
And I think there's 7 or 8 parts, but part 1 is taken down, so it starts at part 2. So look up Illuminati series. I used to watch that with your brother all the time. Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. But
there's one that I came across. Honestly, I don't remember who made it.
mm-hmm.
But remember the Aurora shooting,
Yeah.
theaters? So it was a conspiracy with him,
Okay.
but it was much bigger than him just shooting up
Yeah, I actually
thing.
know part of that.
Dude, whoever fucking made that video was very fucking
I
convincing.
feel like we watched that together.
Maybe.
Because,
it's been a long time.
I remember that clearly. So pretty much do you guys remember 9/11, right? Do you guys remember that? So, of course you do. So 9/11 happens, and before that, part of the government, again, this is a long time ago, so you fact check the actual branches, but they were being sued because there was, in 1990, from 1997 to 2000, there was $11 trillion missing.
Mm-hmm.
Of U.S. taxpayer money, so like it was just misaccounted for.
Yeah.
And so the people, the government kind of was sued about it, and they lost the case to the Supreme Court.
Mm-hmm.
And so so they had to reveal where all that money went, right? And apparently it was going to some group called Majestic or some shit like that. But before they had to reveal exactly what the money went for, 9/11 happens, and Tower 7 gets knocked down too. And then Tower 7 was where all those records were kept. And then they're like, sorry, we don't have those records anymore because they blew up in 9/11. So then this mathematician makes an algorithm to figure out where every single one of those dollars went. So he figured out some mathematical way to figure out where these dollars went. And guess who his son was?
The shooter.
Yes, the Aurora shooter.
Mm-hmm.
So then his dad, the meth dude, was going to testify in court. But then once his son got caught up in that, he withdrew from the whole case and the whole thing itself. And that's where it stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much, yeah, dude, you guys have to watch it. It was very convincing. I mean, the evidence that they were giving out in that shit was like,
it's crazy.
You're like,
yo.
It was probably one of the like conspiracies that was like it blew my mind. Just like, you know what I mean? It was just kind of one of those.
Yeah, you know what? I kind of just been following just now, like getting more into like Pizzagate.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what that is?
Mm-mm.
It's about so it deals with Jeffrey Epstein, and so pretty much is about a child trafficking ring.
Oh,
of
yeah,
children,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And I was learning. This is not a conspiracy, but I was just learning about how some of these kids are trafficked. And dude, they're trafficked through like Facebook, Instagram, and they use these really weird hashtags, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's a symbol for people who are pedophiles and who will traffic kids. And the symbols are in the FBI and CIA databases. And what's crazy is a couple years ago, I don't even remember because we lived close to Voodoo Donuts. There was a guy speaking out against Voodoo Donuts saying that they were trafficking children.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, right? So I go back to look for this because when I was looking into the child, how these signs are made, that's the Voodoo Donut logo. And then I was like, whoa, that's the Voodoo Donut logo.
Mm-hmm.
So then I remembered a few years ago that guy that was saying that Voodoo Donuts was trafficking children, and he found out about it because he used to work there, and he like made a big deal about it, and people thought he was fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So then I started looking for shit, and I find this documentary. It's called I'll find it because it's super dope. And this one is a conspiracy one, but it also covers the Voodoo Donuts thing. But it goes over how crazy it really is, and like all these people in the government and how they're using to traffic children and the cryptic words that they use. And it's just like crazy because this guy is not like telling you like this is what's happening. He literally goes through all the steps to prove it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's literally pulling up evidence like that cannot be really refuted in that way. And it's really disgusting, and it really bummed me out. That's another reason I was bummed out, dude. I was like, I cannot believe this kind of shit goes on.
Yeah,
and especially to like with children and all that stuff. It's called, this documentary is called Pedogate 2020 In-Depth Exploration, New Info in parentheses. And then in the front of it is a picture of Anthony Bourdain. In the cover is a picture of Anthony Bourdain,
Bill Clinton,
Jeffrey Epstein, Bill Clinton, and Michael Jackson. But the Anthony Bourdain thing is just clickbait. But check this out. So when Anthony Bourdain ate dinner with Obama in I want to say Thailand, or like it wasn't Thailand. It was like a Asian country. I forget what it was.
Yeah.
In the back, there's writing in the back behind Anthony Bourdain, and it's in the, I want to say whatever that language is. I'm fucking it up. I want to say Thai or whatever. I'm sorry about that, guys. But the guy from the documentary, he was like, I just wanted to see what that writing was. And that writing is actually a website for trafficking little kids.
What?
So it's not saying that they were in on it. It's just saying that whoever knew they were filming there put that in the background. And so he started looking it up, and it's like a Russian, it leads back to Russia. And putting in that tag pops up a bunch of kids in swimsuits, but that you can like book them for jobs and shit. And he found that out, and he was like, what the fuck? So they're like, and those people knew that there was a lot of people going to be watching Obama and Anthony Bourdain eat there. So the assumption is that they just put it up there, and then people that know what's up, they would look it up and then find the new Silk Road for the kid. Yeah, bro, it's really nefarious. It's just dark,
That's
man.
fucked up. Because dude, I don't know if I don't know if you've heard of this, but there was this joint up in Federal Way. So you know Federal Way, you know that Footbach.
Yeah.
So across the street where like the Albertsons used, or no, like right next to Footbach, like behind the Jack in the Box. So
Yeah,
like
I know exactly what we're talking about.
There's this place. It was like
that little pinkish building.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
I think it's pink, but it was
It had like all the windows blacked out and a bunch of like weird Asian stickers.
Yes.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Did you know that like some years back, I think I was probably still in middle school when that happened, but they closed that place down for human trafficking.
What? No way.
Yes.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
Yes, bro. It was a big bust. I remember that shit.
Well, you know, Asian people get trafficked like a motherfucker because you know where our favorite spot, Saigon Deli, was?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, great memories there. We would go climbing, go eat some great, really cheap banh mi's and Saigon Deli'd up.
Fire.
All those massage parlors around there, closed for human trafficking.
Oh, yeah?
There's like a block of them. Yeah.
Bro, our world sucks.
Yeah,
bro.
man. And you remember we used to go out there and those fat hookers used to be out there. Hey, honey, you want to come in here? And be like, well, bitch, you're like 70. Get away from me, bro.
Like the mature women, bro.
Deli,
but y'all, there's a limit to what I would take.
Hey, you wanted a mustache? Come here. And I'm just like, bro, your pussy's popping out, girl. What do you mean? This ain't no massage, bro.
That wizard's.
But yeah, unfortunately, they were all human trafficked. Yeah. I didn't know. I mean,
it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah,
it's kind of like, it's like at any point y'all can start running.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But no, because they take your passport and all this stuff, and a lot of times they get it. I looked into all this after this, but they know they get you addicted to drugs, and then you get the Stockholm syndrome. So it's like a really fucking dark world. But hey, if you guys have suggestions of things you guys want us to talk about or delve into, like this conspiracy shit, I guess once a month now, me and Rudy are gonna try to bring up some conspiracy stuff. But we have some, because a lot of this stuff kind of gets dark and deep, and
some of the shit that I've seen is
and I don't want to be those crazy guys,
Next
But
thing you know, our next thing you know, our channel is just gonna be all conspiracies. It's like fuck
but
the man.
yeah, if you want to talk about some inner earth shit, some Lumerians, what else? Palladians, reptilian aliens. You talking about
Some
how
fucking mermaids too.
yeah, how the government's trying to keep our vibrations down, and that's why they're installing 5G towers, and we just don't know it. Want to talk about some ritualistic shit? Just send us the information so we can look it up, because this is all the stuff I kind of found out on the last search through for the conspiracy podcast that I did.
Mm-hmm.
But I only did that because there's a lot of people in our social group for film that are kind of like going off the rails in the wagon into it. And I saw a guy was selling holy water, and like these motherfuckers selling water for $60.
Yeah.
And it's like, because it's special fucking water and shit, and I'm just like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like,
is it special water like that one girl that was selling her water? Her
very
bath
similar,
water.
very similar. But this is like, he's claiming like secret properties and shit, and like cure against coronavirus, and I'm like, bro, you're fucking an idiot and a fucking hustler, and people believe it. So
it blows my mind of what people believe nowadays.
Yeah, but then if you look back in the day, people used to think the Earth was flat, and then they were burning motherfuckers who were like, "Bro, I'm telling you, it's round," and they're like, "Yo, burn that motherfucker up, crisp them toes up."
You know the leader of the flat earthers is from Whidbey Island.
No.
Yes.
What? Are you talking about from that documentary?
Flat Earth.
That documentary is really good. Is it Flat Earth or Flat Earth Society?
No, I think the one I saw was Flat Earth.
Okay, then it's on Netflix,
or Flat
right?
Earthers or some shit like that. Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
It was on Netflix. It's one of those things.
I watched the one on Netflix, and it was a really the guy's from Whidbey Island. He's kind of chubby, and then he meets up with that one girl.
Yeah.
Who's kind of cute. That guy's from Whidbey Island.
Dog, he's from Alex.
Yo, I'm in Alex neighborhood, bro. That's
Alex
hella funny, dude.
He's
probably in the military with him and his dad. Bro, that's so funny. That documentary really made me feel bad for those guys, though. They just want a community.
People, and like it was crazy that people were like, there's that one point was like, yeah, bro, I kind of like fell out of like my friends and like my families because they won't believe me about this flat Earth.
Yeah, man, that's what's sad, coexist, baby. But I did that documentary was crazy, man, because they did the experiments and all they ended up proving was that the Earth was round. And they're like, well, it's probably like conscious, like God waves or like celestial waves hitting. It's like, now you're making up shit.
Yeah, the thing that kind of blows my mind, and is that they think that the Earth is like flat, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, why wouldn't you want there to be a space and like other planets and like galaxies and shit like that? You know what I mean? It's like,
because then we're insignificant. Think about that.
Yeah, but like I guess like my mind is just kind of like it opens so much more.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
I guess I can see why people feel like they're like insignificant. You know what I mean? But like to me, it doesn't seem that way. It just seems
majestic in a way.
Yes, you know.
I couldn't agree with you more. But like, think about it. We're just two dudes, like, putting out some frequencies out to the world, and some weird shit that 1,000 or hundreds of thousands of years ago we agreed was words and a language, and we're speaking those sounds out, hoping that people will like listen and let us keep speaking these weird, strange sounds, right? Even in that, it's like daunting to the world because we're still so small, just considering what the world is and how big it is. And then think about not even being a speck of fucking sand, and all of that is what our planet is and how big the universe is. And I feel like that could scare some people into being like, Jesus is real and the Earth is flat and we're all that matters and we're special beings in the galaxy. And it's just like, probably not, Yeah. So I feel like that could freak some motherfuckers out. And then
it's freaking me out right now. It's like, no, but like I just like to think big, I guess.
Sometimes I hope that when I die, like my consciousness shoots across space to another galaxy, And then I'm just like, blurka, blurka. That fucking alien, bro. I would wish that would be the reality. Or you know what would be cool? If like other, like think about ghosts and spirits and shit. What if them motherfuckers are on the equivalent of shrooms on their planet? And somehow their consciousness travels to ours because like taking the psychedelics of their planet changes their frequency to our frequency, so we'll be like, oh shit, a ghost, dog. But then when we trip out on shrooms and we see all these like weird fucking creatures and things, we're just going to their planet and they're like, oh shit, a ghost.
Maybe
that'd be trippy.
I mean, that's very realistic to
me.
You're
just like traveling through different dimensions and realities and shit, and meeting other things that are alive at the same time as you, but in a different form and a different frequency and vibration and reality.
Dude,
let's do some DMT. I kind of want to do some psychedelics, dude.
I've been wanting to. Alex, I think Alex has like the fucking zip right now.
Swear, bro, tell that bitch to hook it up. Hey, contact us.
Yes, please.
You know the drill, girl. What's it called? Yeah, when I gave Lang the mushrooms, I was like,
"Oh yeah, how did that?" Hey, we all need an. Can we get an update, or should that be for a later date? No, I can't
give an update yet because he's going through some stuff right now. So bring it back up. He's gonna come back on, but
to be continued.
Yeah. Some misfortune befell his family. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think
so,
I know.
Yeah, I think he mentioned. I think about it later, but yeah. So we'll begin up on that. But going off of that, I guess we're running out of time. So, hey, thanks everybody for listening to us. It's another great episode. Yeah. I'm giving away a free T-shirt to a homie that asked us a question if he does reply to my email.
Yeah.
And then this weekend we're about to get into some shit, man. Everybody out there, keep grinding, man. Like keep doing your thing, man.
Stay safe.
We're doing our podcast. It's 12:45 right now, so
I have to wake up at 6.
Yeah,
or 5.
And
6 o'clock.
So we're grinding. We hope you're grinding too. And let us know how you're doing. If you want to let us know how you're doing, leave us some fucking email, some comments on the fucking thing. Hit us up on Instagram, _project. That's where you can direct all your questions, or if you got some shit to say, whatever. We're already on Spotify, and I'm just waiting for that iTunes confirmation. We're on the Google store, but we got to change the name of the podcast. If you guys have podcast suggestions for names, let us know. And for right now, we're out. I was glad I got to see you today, man. I was kind of bummed out, yeah. All right. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.